Apple stock cratered 6.65% after the bell today, and Tim Cook's era just ended. On September 1st, hardware engineer John Ternus becomes Apple CEO. The engineer era begins. I'm Lena. Here's what moved after the bell and what to watch at tomorrow's open. Cook's final quarterly report was actually a June quarter record, $109.4 billion in revenue, up 16% year over year. But Apple missed on iPad, on services, on China, and the one that hurt most, on Q4 guidance. That's why Apple fell 6.65% in after-hours trading despite the top-line record. Cook moves to executive chairman while Ternus, a lifelong hardware engineer, inherits the corner office. His first flagship project? The iPhone Fold, and Samsung Display is the exclusive OLED supplier. For Korean component makers, an engineer at the helm could mean deeper hardware collaboration on Apple's next big product category. Now to Seoul, where Q2 earnings season delivered a dramatic split screen. Semiconductors absolutely dominated the quarter. Samsung's DS division posted 89.2 trillion won in operating profit at a 70% margin. SK Hynix delivered 60.54 trillion won in operating profit, up 557% year over year, though it narrowly missed elevated consensus. All four major banks beat. KB Financial crossed 2 trillion won in quarterly net profit for the first time ever. Shinhan, Hana, and Woori all beat too. The Bank of Korea's first rate hike in 3.5 years is quietly widening margins. But autos stumbled. US tariffs are biting Korean exporters. LG Electronics joined the record parade with a stunning Q2 print. Revenue, 23.83 trillion won, up 14.9%. Operating profit, 1.57 trillion won, up 147% year over year. Both are the highest Q2 figures in the company's history. About 300 billion won came from a one-time tariff refund. Strip that out and organic OP is still 1.27 trillion, up 100%. The real story underneath the numbers? NVIDIA AI data center cooling new orders now exceed 600 billion won, not yet in revenue. That's LG supplying picks and shovels to the AI infrastructure build-out, a pipeline that hasn't hit the P&L yet. Next, HYBE just posted its biggest revenue quarter ever, and the stock crashed 16%. Revenue hit an all-time high of 1.45 trillion won, up 105.5% year over year. Operating profit rose 159.3% to 170.9 billion won, also a company record. BTS's Arirang World Tour drove concert revenue to 647.7 billion won, up 243% year over year, HYBE's biggest live quarter ever. So why the 16% sell-off on record numbers? Investors zeroed in on the margin squeeze hiding underneath the record top line. Quick hits: Chevron Q2 net income surged 384% to $12.1 billion. Brent crude averaged $104 a barrel versus $68 a year ago, and U.S. output hit an all-time record of 2.077 million barrels of oil equivalent per day. DoorDash is now under a dual House committee probe over its use of China's moonshot Kimi K2.6 AI for coding tasks. Congress set an August 14th deadline for full documentation. Dash slipped 1.51% to $194.55 on the news. Honeywell booked a $6.6 billion Quantinuum accounting gain, but core free cash flow collapsed 91%. And Amazon's Zoox became the first U.S. company approved to charge for rides in a robotaxi with no steering wheel. What to watch at tomorrow's Seoul Open: Samsung Display and Korean auto exporters, as the Apple handoff and tariff drag land in Asia. For the deep analysis on every story, visit LineVestnews.com and subscribe to the free LineVest Daily Brief.